If you're listening on Wild One Radio /BDSIR network right now, or even on the Mixcloud, you know what I mean? Big ups to them. But if you're listening on YouTube or watching on YouTube, that's blessed as well, man. You know what I mean? You know, people hit a like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Leave comments. If you leave a negative comment, I'll come for you. That's how it goes. You know what I mean? My name is Black Body People with YTJ Coalition at your service. Special guest in the building. Like I said, this is the All-Star. You know what I mean? Coming out from Atlanta. You know what I mean? Big things are going over here. You know what I mean? She is the big girl next door. Is that right?
Yeah,
the big girl next
one
door.
Of the AKAs. Absolutely. You know, the girl next door. That's a hip hop.
And I believe it as well, man. I believe it.
The best of both worlds.
I don't have a big girl next door. I think I'm gonna hand in my my resignation letter or whatever it is. I say, yeah, I don't like where I'm living. I don't have a big girl. The lady called Star, how you doing?
I'm great. I'm just really happy to be here.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I'm just overwhelmed, but in a good way. Yeah.
Overwhelmed, you know.
Yeah.
No, seriously, on a serious note, thank you for coming on the RePPiN4U Hip Hop Show, man. I mean, it's an honor and privilege to have you out here, man, for real. I mean, you could have chose any radio station, you know. You could have chose any radio station in the UK. You chose to come on mine, man. Like, wow. You know what I mean? Knowing your history and where you come from and everything, protégé of MF Doom and all that. You know what I mean? I saw MF Doom live actually like, was it 2011, 2012, something like that. He came out London. He came out in London. It was him and Ghostface Killer. You know what I mean? They came out. The man come on all with all, you know what I mean? Camouflage was like, man looked proper camouflage, you know, and everything. And man had his full mask on and he performed with it, the whole thing, you know. And I was like, wow. A part of me was thinking, no, ain't that guy hot?
This guy, you know, he got air holes that he can breathe. You know, that's Bill. He's superhuman, so, you know.
Superhuman is right, man. Superhuman is right. And he tore it up, and what impressed me the most, not just his set, it was when Ghostface come on after, and you had his Theodore unit, you had Killer Priest with him and all that. They all come together to perform Triumph at the end. MF Doom comes on, you know what I mean, spitting his verse, you know what I mean. I think he was spitting one of the Cats verses or something, but it was like, it was surreal the way it happened, man. It was just like, wow, now this is something else, man. But you're the protégé of MF Doom, so I'd like to know your story, how you got started up until the time MF Doom found his accomplice, so to speak.
Okay, so let's see, how far back do you want me to go?
Start at the beginning and then go to the end, preferably.
Okay, well, I'll start from when I fell in love with hip-hop, because I feel that's really when my journey began.
Yes.
So I was at a basement party in Chicago, maybe 89. I think it was 89.
Okay.
And somebody played Slick Rick's album, the first album.
Slick Rick, you know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Come out from here, you know. That's right.
And they played Indian Girl. And I was like, wow. Who is that? Where do I get that tape? And that did it for me, because he's one of the best narrative MCs, one of the best storytellers, and I was like, wow, you know, it's something I shouldn't have been listening to. I was like 12, you know, 12 or 13, shouldn't have been really listening to that content, but I loved it, and it was clever how he did it, you know?
Yeah.
So that, I really tapped in, and I became a head at that point.
Right.
And I picked up the pen as an MC in 91. My best friend in high school was like, yo, we need to form a group, start rhyming.
Yeah.
We were called Ill Poetics. That was the name. And I switched schools the next year, and I was around a lot more MCs, mostly brothers, you know, mostly guys. And I would be in like the lunchroom ciphers. They would come to my house after school. We would be rapping on the steps, and you know, that's where I cut my teeth. You know, where it was like, you can't freestyle off the top of the dome. You're not a real MC.
Right.
So that was something.
There you go.
That was something that I took so seriously. I didn't even write initially. All I did was off the dome. I mean, I did not have written rhymes for like 2 years. I just was strictly off, because every time, you know, I was in a cipher, I always wanted to be fresh.
Yeah.
And it was a thing of where I was always around, you know, brothers. I had like maybe one sister that was always with me that rhymed. It wasn't my rhyming partner, because she kind of had stage fright type thing. So it was kind of hard. So I was the one out there putting in the footwork, you know, but we were still a crew. And it would be me and the other sister, Mother Nature. That's the name she went by.
Right.
And,
Okay.
But I was the one who would always jump up and rhyme. Like, I was never, if the brothers was rhyming, I was right in it. And we weren't battling each other. We were just rapping. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It wasn't about, oh, your mother, you know, is a whore, and, you know, you dress funny. We were just, who's sharp, who got the sharpest off the dome rhymes.
I mean, I'll let you continue on with the story, but wasn't there a time where you actually did enter that battle circuit?
Oh, I did, and I got out of it because of the fact that the emphasis was more on how well can you insult versus how dexterous you are spontaneously. I learned really quickly that that's a skill set. It's a different skill set.
Right.
Yeah, just because you can freestyle off the top of the dome doesn't mean that you can battle, because battling is a specific type of technique and a specific type of focus. And, you know, for me personally, it just wasn't for me. I respect battle MCs greatly, because I think that's something you got to be really Teflon to do. Yeah. You know? And, okay, so
let's go back. So let's continue on.
So, you know, through high school, my first year in college, still doing my thing. I think I recorded my first song in 96 with this crew I was with. I had another name. It was Hyper. My first name was Hyper.
Hyper.
Yeah, HYPAH. Initially,
so why they call you that?
Initially because I have really hype energy, but also I knew everybody's songs.
You still got it right now.
I knew everybody's songs, so I could have been anyone's hype woman.
Right.
All the songs. It was kind of corny, but you know, your first rap name usually is a little on the corny side. So I changed that name 97-ish, because I was like, I got a little bit more, the more serious I got, I'm like, do I really want to be known as Hyper? So I was like, Star. But I gotta make Star different, because it's 1,000,001 stars. So I was like, I put 2 H's, like Star. Star. You know, but the 2 H's would be for hip hop. Right. So that's how I differentiated myself and separated myself from the other stars.
See, I noticed the 2 H's, they're like capitals, man. The rest of the names is like lowercase.
Yeah, because the hip hop was the emphasis.
Yeah.
So 97, 98, I started bumping heads with a lot of the, you know, pioneers in the Atlanta indie underground hip hop scene, like the Micronauts, Mass Influence, you know, and they kind of, you know, took me under their wing. And I would say by about 98, I was really in the thick of it. Like, you know, the local groups, you know, the biggest records, the Cult of Icons, you know, Mars Ill, Vintage Imperial, Prophetics, just the Lion's Den, like all these different groups. I mean, and that's not even the exhaustive list. I'm just, you know, we had a great scene. You know, it opened doors now for like where Atlanta is for indie music now. The work that was put in the 90s really laid the foundation for that, for independent artists, independent hip hop artists.
Right, okay.
And so that's the school I came up under. You know, we had a Fat Beats back then. You know, Mass Influence opened a Fat Beats location in Atlanta.
Okay.
So that's the era of Atlanta underground music that I was like the woman. You know? I was the woman. so you know, because there were so few of us, but I was like, you know, I was the one at that time. So how I met Doom.
Yeah.
Initially, the Micronauts did a show at this spot down there called MJQ, and I was there, and Self Divine asked me to come out and freestyle with them at the end. I met Doom then.
Okay.
I ended up linking with Big Just, and you know, I through Big Just and Science of Life. So Just, you know, approached me and was like, you know, I work with he's like, you know, I'm with Subverse Music, and how would you like to do a single? You know, we can offer you a single deal.
Okay.
So and Doom was also, you know, on Subverse at the time, along with some like C Ray's Walls and some other groups. The Micronauts were also, you know, on Subverse. The Hemisphere, Mark Spec, you know, we had different groups. And we did a showcase 2001 in Atlanta at Club Kaya. It was a Subverse music showcase on Halloween. And Little Psy from Science of Life was like, yo, somebody wants to talk to you. And I'm like, okay. So I was backstage, and he's like, brings me over his Doom. He's like, yo, I want to work with you. You're incredibly dope. He got my information, and like he called me the next week. I was over there recording my verse for Next Levels that was on the King Geezer album, and it just progressed from there. Like I did that, and then I did the Angelica song on MUMBLE, the Guinnesses.
Right.
I went on tour with him when he was opening for Talib Kweli in 2004. Right after they had dropped him and Madlib had dropped the Mad Villainy album, so I was on the road with him.
Right.
And I got the beat for Still Dope then, and then it came out several years later. So that's how it went. You know, Doom always saw things in me I didn't even see in myself. He's like, you're dope. He said, you're so dope, sis. And it's once you really embrace all of that, you just don't even know. So he's always been a star advocate. Yeah. And you know, our relationship is still good. You know, I'm still in the fold. Still Metal Face Records.
Nice.
Even though, you know, I'm a what you call it, the players. I'm a free agent, but that's my family and that's my base. So you know, I know I'm always part of that, but I can also do the other things that I want to do. Right? So that's how that happened. I didn't shop a demo. I showed up somewhere. I rapped. He thought I was dope. He came to me and said, I want to work with you. That's really how it happened. Like that's really it.
Considering this guy's a villain and likes to destroy things, you know what I mean? He comes off more of a hero to me. You know what I mean?
Hey, sometimes the villain is the hero.
It's true. Yeah. Shout out to Killmonger.
I mean, you know
what I mean? Shout out to Thanos or whatever.
We gotta have the dark and the light side of the force and have the balance between the two. That's it. So.
Right, took off from there then. Wow.
Yeah, so I mean, you know, that's huge when you think about that. This is because I listened to KMD growing up. I loved them. So to have someone who I listened to and was just inspired by and loved the music of even before I started rapping to be like, yo, I think you're as dope as me and I want to work with you and I want you to be a part of what I'm doing. That's huge.
It is.
You know
what I mean? He's like he's one of the most respected out there. Like I've heard no one say a bad word about MF. You know what I mean? And none of them things, man.
They better not to me.
Better not.
Yeah. You think what you want, but you watch what you say.
Let's put it like this, man. I've seen the results in a certain video. I want to talk about that later.
Okay.
But so okay. MF you appeared on many tracks with him, you know what I mean? So that answers a lot of fans' questions, just in case they didn't know who you were, kind of thing.
They heard my voice on those MF Doom albums.
That's right. That's what it says on the Instagram, right? So
yeah, I changed that now. It's just like I think I put it. What does it say now? Like I don't. You can say what you want about me. Just spell my name right.
What's up, Keith Murray?
Hey, I mean,
yeah, man. So you did all that, and then you went on to put out your first album, Almost Never. Now, what do you mean by that? Almost Never Was. What was Almost Never Was?
Well, the album.
The album almost
it almost didn't happen. So, with music, I always had other things distracting me, so I never really gave it the 100% that it deserved. So what I've done has never been me giving it my all. So that's
okay.
Right. So I'm just imagine if I was putting my 100% into it. So I had a son in 2007, and prior to him, I was just caught up in being pregnant, being a mom, my family. And after I had him, I was like, I really gotta do this. When it was a little bit more difficult because I had a new child, but I was like, I'm just gonna take all the music that I have.
So he's about 12 now, right? Roughly.
Yeah, he's 12.
So is he starting to spit rhymes now, or?
No, he's an artist. He's a visual artist. He's more into the visual arts.
Okay.
Like he's into anime and the comics and all of that.
Yeah.
I like that for him.
That's good.
I think that he should stay in that lane.
So he's in Avengers then.
Yeah.
I haven't.
Yeah, I haven't either, but I don't, that's not really my bag, but yeah, that's his. So yeah, I had a lot of the music that I had recorded up to that point. I was like, let me just pick the best things here and let me put this together and put an album out. So that's kind of, it's like this almost didn't happen, but I know I gotta do this. I have to do this because I gotta put this. If I don't put this album out now, that's it. So it almost never was.
Oh man, almost never was. Not putting your heart into it, man. Yeah. But you still put on a good body of work, and then the next one come, the Mother Nature. Yeah. Now I feel like, because I've heard Almost Never Was, right? Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And that's a nice. But I felt like this one, I think you really went for it on this one, the Mother Nature album.
That was.
Was that named after I mean, you mentioned you had like a rapping mate named Mother Nature that long ago.
Yeah, but it wasn't. She went by that name, but no, it didn't have anything.
So it wasn't named after it.
No. Mother Nature with a Molotov is basically the balance, because you be on that Mother Nature shit. But then, can I say that?
Yeah. No, this is on edit. Don't worry. but lightning's not gonna strike,
Then I have the edge. Right. I've described myself as a pink machine gun before. Like, it's pretty and it's pink, but it's still a machine gun. So Mother Nature with a Molotov, the Molotov is that element of surprise. Like, they see they smell the incense and the shea butter, and we drinking the green tea, and we getting in touch with our our inner child, and we in lotus position. But there's an edge, because when I started rhyming, I was a little bit rougher in terms of just my whole. I was younger, so I
feel like you was more refined on that one.
It is refined, but I'm saying it was me bringing. It still had a hard edge to it. Yeah. You understand what I'm saying? So it was like, I was on the Mother Nature, but then also y'all got that work.
I like that, because I seen it though. The one video I have on there, Tinker Get Right.
Yeah.
You're still nice with the yoga and the meditation and all them things. And I see you just in perfect harmony. And I was like, wow.
You just have to, I think a lot of times when you are considered to be a conscious artist or an artist who has content, you get pigeonholed. And so
I remember Talib said something similar to that, yeah.
And it's like, I am who I am. I live how I live. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not, that's me. I do those. I do meditate. I do yoga. I do eat this way. I do have natural hair. However, that doesn't mean that I don't like MOP, or that if somebody is trying to set it on me and somebody I'm with, and we're not going to throw hands. And there's balance. I want balance.
Me didn't say you're a vegan.
I was at one
Was?
point. I was at one point, and I'm not one now. But I am a.
Whoa! What changed?
I have a life changed. Just life. Things changed in life. I just felt that I didn't want to be under that label anymore. I just didn't want. I didn't want to use that label. But I'm primarily plant-based. I prefer plant-based.
Okay.
I prefer plant-based. I have a primarily plant-based diet, but there are some things that I enjoy, and I'm going to eat them, and that's just it.
I haven't even known anyone to switch from vegan to whatever, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, a lot of people I know have been vegan, and then they went, another way. Because a lot of times, what's your motivation for what you're doing? You know what I'm saying? I became vegan because I had a parent that died from cancer. So
Right.
I became very obsessive about health and natural healing and all of these things. But when I was vegan, I was not healthy. Mentally, I was not fully healthy. Spiritually, I was not fully healthy. So just because I had a good diet, I was unhealthy and imbalanced in other areas. So for me, it was more important for me to be healthy and balanced, and as a person. You understand what I'm saying? And to be upholding some diet, but be falling apart in other areas. Because clearly the diet wasn't the remedy for those other things.
Right. Okay.
That's all. Yeah, it's just a personal choice. It's
Yeah. I feel like a lot of people are jumping to the vegan thing because it's like a trend.
Right, but see, I got into it in the 90s when it was a lot more difficult. The late 90s.
And when it wasn't the one, trendy. You know what I mean?
Right. So, but plant-based or flexitarian. Because I still primarily eat a vegan diet, and that's what I feed my son. But there's times when, that had butter in it. Oops. That's a piece of salmon. And it was just better for me to be like, I'm not a vegan, because if someone catches me eating something, because that's what they feel like the vegan police out there, y'all are not going to say that I lied and said I was a vegan. I've let it be known that I no longer identify. What is it? They got trans. I'm a trans diet person. I have a trans diet. I identify as plant-based.
You know what? I'll tell you a quick story. I'll tell you a quick story. Me and my brethren, right? We knew this woman, right? She vegetarian, vegan, that's it. Don't bring no meat around me. She was that type of person. You know what I mean? We went to the Subway, right? Went to the Subway. Me and my friend, we ordered our sandwich. Yo, we eat meat. We don't care, right? So and she ordered her, usual vegetarian sandwich. Somewhere along the way, the sandwiches got mixed up.
And she didn't say nothing.
No, she didn't realise. So we sat down now. Sat down now. She started eating the sandwich. She's like, this is nice, but this is nice. And then I think my friend must have known. She's like, yo, there's no meat in. There's no meat in my sandwich. What's going on here? So she's enjoying it. Then she realised what happened. She was there like, for the longest, I was just there laughing. I was in tears because no meat entered her body for years. That's right.
No, I feel like, I know the benefits. I know all the pluses. I know all the things to eat, give up, all of that. But the thing about changing your diet, a lot of people don't cleanse properly. So you still are going to crave things if you have the remnants in your body. So you could change the diet, but you need to cleanse so you can start with a clean screen. And a lot of our cravings are emotional, based in emotion as well.
Yeah, true.
But I just kind of feel like I wasn't a vegan to impress anybody else. So
yeah.
You feel me? I wasn't trying to be part of a clique or a crew or be down.
Well, like you said, you did that like in the 90s before it became like the in thing. Right. You know what I mean?
Now I do feel that it is in this day and time, because of all of the stuff that's being done to these animals. Yeah. I personally wouldn't advocate for somebody to be running out eating beef and chicken, and I mean, we're eating pork. It's just when we know what's in it, we see what's being done. We just have to be as conscious as possible. I mean, all of the food is being tampered with, even the vegetables.
True,
you know. So you really just, unless you're growing the food yourself, you really don't know. I just say do the best you can, and don't let anybody guilt you or judge you into or out of eating, because that's not what it's about. Like I said, the health, it's mental, it's physical, and it's spiritual. You feel me?
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I'm more comfortable just, I'm plant-based, because that doesn't relegate me to any one, you know, I'm plant-based.
That's fair to say, man. Yeah, man, right to that, man, definitely. All right, then. Yo, RePPiN4U Hip Hop Show. This is the part where I'm going to ask you to select a tune of your choosing. You know what I mean? But I mean, let the people hear about staHHr. You know what I mean? Hip hop in the DM. No trap, no mumble rap. We don't do that over here. You know what I mean? So it's its rawest form.
Okay.
Yeah, floor is yours, man. Select a track. What you want? What the people to play right now?
I think, talking about raw, we gonna do Weak Shit, which was produced by Crazy DJ Bizarro. We're working on a project called 730, and he's doing the beats, I'm doing the rhymes.
Right.
We dropped a single last I think October or November.
Yeah.
But Weak Shit.
That's the one right there, man. That's the one right there. BDSIR Network, the best damn show in worldwide radio. Sounds of staHHr. Tinker. We don't have no time for that weak shit.
Yeah.
We don't do that over here. When we come back, make sure you come back, man. I mean, I want to talk to you more about your career and some of the latest stuff that you've done and everything, man, because I mean, that's important. And of course, you know what I mean, we haven't even discussed why you're even out here in the UK.
Oh, absolutely.
So we'll run with that, man. You know what I mean? Come back.
Shit, I break kids. Kids come with the weak shit. I break kids. Kids come with the weak shit. I break kids. Kids come with the weak shit. Oh well, you'll never make it. Come with the weak shit. I break kids. Kids come with the weak shit. I break kids. Kids come with the weak shit. I break kids. Kids come with the weak. No way, you'll never.
No weakness. You don't compare, can't compete, bitch. Blazer of the trail, no L's. I play for keeps, this elitist. Top of the food chain, no secret, critique it. Thoroughbred done one, the breedness, Miss Peaches. S65 with the beaches. Find me in a cypher filled with master teachers. In my stride, don't count me out early. It's a marathon, I'm running shit, Shirley. Vanity 6, spit, sex, shooter, Annie up. Uncanny plus, mic gripped in the cobra clutch. 8 ain't enough, it's a fine line, don't get touched. You ain't tough, soft like beatbox and buff, just a cream puff. Ill-equipped to match this queen stuff. Can only dream of sweet things you never seen. Love the punchline, I'm always on mine sublime. Get smacked with DVDs, fucking with my grind time. Barbarella, hella, sucker, freestyler, Bella, hip-hop, camp to Coachella, tell a friend, bitch.
Come with the weak shit, I break kids. Kids come with the weak shit, oh well, you'll never make it. Come with the weak shit, I break kids. Kids come with the weak shit, I break kids. Kids come with the weak shit, I break kids. Kids come with the weak, no way, you'll never make it.
Extra prolific, a soul of mischief, ain't nothing casual. The build-up is the best part, destroy him gradual. Clapping black bastards, rocking fly fabrics. Everything she does is magic, never haphazard. Thought out and planned it, expanding your bandwidth. Hand-to-hand flipping, I ain't have to chop one brick. Straight to your liver like corn liquor. Now your family sit and shiver. This is stand and deliver. Rising Phoenix, leave my burdens at the river. Give her a life type, fellas call her wife, right? Most wanna crown me the queen, only entertain kings like the county. My ancestors surround me with bounty. Get it poppin' like Juve on the Parkway. On net like this, the Barclays. From the home of the ball caves, Bill Street and pyramids. Best of the best, naga, point blank period. Styles, I got the myriad, you serious?
Come with the weak shit, I break kids. Kids come with the weak shit, I break kids. Kids come with the weak shit, I break kids. Kids come with the weak shit, oh well, you'll never make it. Come with the weak shit, I break kids. Kids come with the weak shit, I break kids. Kids come with the weak shit, I break kids. Kids come with the weak, no way, you'll never make it.
Serving them on a platter, number crunch the data. The dope is antimatter, reverse whack, you're the ladder. Trash like 2 hefties, oh my god, like 2 Beckys. Dry as the desert, this a 12-pack of those Eckies. Bless me, burn enemies in FG. 24K, don't test me like Fort Knox, this is heavy. Brand new, grand groove, hat bag and the damn shoes. Gotta coordinate, thick thighs, intellect coordinate. Mansa Musa flow, Spitzy 3PO. Golden goddess on point like a molten obelisk. The hottest, it's in my jeans. I got it honest, exotic phonics. Absorbing you like onyx. Demolish the garbage, I'm locked in and bonded. Molotov it, firebomb in your fortress. A sorceress in tune with them higher forces. Serpents get charmed it, tend to saw shit. Raw as raw gets, ring the alarm quick, who want it?
Kids come with the weak shit, I break kids. Kids come with the weak shit, I break kids. Kids come with the weak shit, oh well, you'll never make it. Come with the weak shit, I break kids. Kids come with the weak shit, I break kids. Kids come with the weak shit, I break kids. Kids come with the weak, no way, you'll never make it. Come with the weak shit, I break kids. Kids come with the weak shit, I break kids. Kids come with the weak shit, I break kids. Kids come with the weak shit, oh well, you'll never make it. Come with the weak shit, I break kids. Kids.
I'm gonna run with it like this, man. You know what I mean? BDSIR Network, the best damn show in worldwide radio. You know what I mean? Artists, you know what to do, man. I haven't even done this yet in the show, man. But MikeDog36@gmail.com. You want to get showcased? Send your tunes in, man. And you know what I mean? All be well. You know what I mean? We can accommodate you. Don't send trap music, though. Don't send mumble rap. Do not be a tragedy like that Danny Baker dude, man. You know what I mean? The royal baby born one day and him starting racism already. This is a big man. What sort of stupidness is that? Enough of all that though, man. We got the lady called Star in the house.
Yes.
Right? You know what I mean? Once again, thanks for coming out here. You know, now, let's get into it, man. The reason why you're out here, man. What's the reason why you're out here?
The reason why I'm out here is for the B-Side Hip Hop Festival. I am performing this coming Saturday, May 11th, at Afroflux, which is the part of the after party for the festival that was put together by Juiceline.
Alright,
Yeah.
so by the time this goes out, it's already come and gone.
Yeah, it's already come and gone.
Yeah.
I already blew the place up. It's gone.
You know what I mean?
Demolished.
You shut it down.
Yeah,
you know
all
what I mean?
the Molotovs. I brought all the Molotovs out the bag. Yeah, I had to evacuate.
Ring the alarm! Sound the alarm! Word.
Yeah, so I'm out here for that, which is really huge for me, and it's an honor. It's my first time in the UK.
Wow.
So for that to be my first time in, I think that's a great way to start my...
So you're headlining one of the events there or something? Because it's been going on all week.
That's what I was told today, that I am indeed headlining the Afroflux
Rock
show.
one.
Yeah,
The Afro what?
Afroflux.
Afroflux.
Sound like something else you did say.
Katie in the house, what up?
Katie gonna be my hype man.
You know what I mean?
Don't know it yet.
Yo.
AKA Spock. AKA...
Yeah, leave it there.
Yeah.
Oh dear. Yeah, man. So that's a good look, man. That's a good look. What was you shooting the video out here too?
I was hoping to, but I never heard back from the director. But it's all good. I got something. I'm doing a workshop in London tomorrow with some youth, some future MCs.
Okay.
Yeah. So, you know, you gotta. It's for the children. You know, the
That's
babies
what
are
it's
the best part.
That's
so
what it's
you
about,
gotta,
man.
yeah.
Reach out and teach one, man. Not wait, reach out and teach one. That's what's up, man. You know what I mean? That's gonna be a good look for them, man. You know what I mean? To hit from a proper artist. They might be shocked that you don't go. They come real lips to be like, oh.
The times we live in, you know, it's a different era. Definitely than the era we come from, you know.
Yeah.
It's a different time.
So, you know, when you go down there, especially if there's like, you know what? I don't really like to use the term female MCs. You know what I mean? Because it's like I'm trying to get rid of that because we're all MC. Yeah,
me,
we're all
me
MCs.
too. And as somebody who used to use FEMC, which was an acronym, Feminine Energy Mastering Creativity to Elevate Eternal, for me to be outspoken against, yeah, we need to get rid of it. Yes, I'm someone who used it because at the time I came up with it, I made an acronym out of it because it had a personal connection to me, but it wasn't meant to separate or segregate me from the MC population. And then it caught on and people started calling other women that rhyme MC. So we gotta stop doing that.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
that's a no-go. And I'm saying that as someone who used to use the term.
Eliminate it.
Yeah.
Eliminate it. You're MC, and that's that.
That's it.
Word up, man. But with that, you know what I mean, especially for the females coming up, what you know what I mean, when you go down there, what advice are you going to tell them?
I mean, just, always be true to yourself, and you don't have to just rap about your body parts or money or clothes or how you running game on men and how you got the best pussy in the world.
Yeah.
Like, there's so many other things that we can talk about, because there are a lot of women who listen to hip hop and would love to hear things that are important to us addressed. So I feel like I want to see more diversity. I don't have a problem with there being all different angles that women come from, because we're all different and we all have many different aspects to our personality. But for all the music that we're hearing on a mainstream level to be one note, like everybody's a stripper. Everybody's, running game on dudes. Everybody's wearing, designer clothes. It's like there's more to life than that, and we have to be realistic and balance it out. If you're gonna give us 5 of those, we gotta have 5 that's different. And it shouldn't be hard because we had it in the 90s, we had it in the 80s.
That's right.
We had Latifah, Light, Moni Love, Miss Melody, Nefertiti, Yo-Yo, Boss, Rage, Nikki D, Ladybug Mecca, Bahamadia, Rod Digger. It's just too many. Too many of us that exist in many different flavors for us to keep getting the same thing over and over again.
Yeah.
So I would just say it's a wide lane for us. If you're a woman that rhymes, the lane is wide open, and it would behoove anyone that's out there that's wanting to maybe reinvent or take themselves musically to another level, get you some feminine energy in your camp. I promise you need it right now. That's the only way you're really going to win going forward. You're going to have to deal with the feminine energy.
I feel like we're starting to, well, I don't like the word starting either. I think like we're truly re-achieving that now.
Yeah, we are. I agree.
Because as far as on a mainstream level now, I think Rhapsody's leading the pack, in my opinion. You know what I mean? I followed Rhapsody from the early 9 Wonder days, you know what I mean? And believe me, you know what I mean? That you believe me that she did. I was like, whoa, the idea is beautiful and all that. You know what I mean? People are only starting to clock onto it now because she found herself, she was, she connected with Kendrick Lamar and that, you know what I mean? And now, in my opinion, I think she's leading the pack right now, man, and that's a good thing, man. That's a good thing. You mentioned, rhyming about running game and all them things there. That brings me to one of my favourite videos that you've done recently. And I love it, right? It was you, Green Heroin, and Ty Phoenix.
Yes.
Right?
The Grand Water Shrine.
Right? Now, my question to you is, what did that guy do to be locked up in the boot so like that? What did he do?
What didn't he do?
What did he do?
You're a man, you know this kind of things y'all do that get you thrown in the trunk.
I've never been thrown in the trunk.
But you might know somebody who has.
I want to... Yo, KD, why you put your hood on? You sound like you're guilty. You sound like...
Conceptually, though, the song really wasn't about the man so much as it was about karmic retribution.
Yeah.
Bill was symbolic of the things that you do that you think that you got away with. Come back and you have to pay for them.
Yes.
When you count someone out and you leave them for dead, you better make sure that they're dead. Because karma is going to come calling, and you gotta pay.
I love that video, you know.
And that is really, for the video's sake, yes, that was, we all had a laugh at that, but
You
really,
did.
Bill, to me, Bill was symbolic of the karma,
Yeah.
the karmic retribution. That's what that said. Like, you think about the Kill Bill movie.
Yeah, man.
What was that movie about?
It was a revenge movie, yeah.
Right, and that's it. It was a karmic retribution and revenge movie.
Yeah, man.
Absolutely.
I can't lie. There was one, my favorite scene in that one. You know what I mean? It's I say this mine, but like, she goes after Bud. Bud catches her with the gun sitting. Oh, you're going underneath the ground tonight, and that's all there is to it. And you see him and his friend working hard, putting the nails in the coffee. And then everything's black.
He was in there getting this all black.
You know what I mean? She learned the 1-inch punch that primate does, I was like, yo.
The small axe will eventually top down the big tree.
Trust me, but I can't lie, I had to laugh. I thought, oh man, I said to my friend at the time, yo, the film's done, credits. How's she gonna get out of this? She's buried alive. This is bad. It sounded like that's what you're gonna do to my man in the car.
Right, and that also, again, myself, Heroin, and Ty all took a break from rhyming. So again, that's the layer. Like, some people thought we were done. They thought we were finished. So we ain't going nowhere.
You come back strong, man.
Yeah, so that...
Could that be at the beginning of maybe a super group, maybe?
It could be.
I'd love to see that.
We're definitely building about the different directions we can go in, because we had a lot of great feedback from the song and the video.
I love the concept of it and everything. You know what I mean? And at the end of the video, I ain't trying to spoil it for those who ain't seen it, but like...
They should go watch it. They should definitely go on YouTube and look at it.
I'm not going to spoil it for those who ain't seen the video. Y'all need to see the video, man. Kill Bill 3, Queen Owen, Star, and Ty Phoenix. Y'all need to do that. And I won't spoil it, but I will. But at the end, I was like...
But most importantly, listen to the lyrics.
Yes.
Because aside from being 3 women, we are 3 superior, phenomenal, highly skilled MCs.
Yes.
And at the end of the day, the gender, take that out. You put them lyrics on paper and you read them.
Yeah, you wouldn't know. Okay, yeah, exactly. But I feel in my mind, I feel that needs to happen, because I don't. To my knowledge, I don't think we've had like a super group like that in a while. I think that might be missing in hip hop right now. So yeah, man. So yeah, we're coming close to the end of this. I'm really enjoying this, man.
You got good energy,
Thank you. That's what it's about, man. You know what I mean? That's what it's about. You know what I mean? We get that energy from you. You is the hyper one. You know what I mean?
Still to this day, right?
You're the hyper. I don't pop and down, and you put Spliff Star to shame. That's all good. But I like how you pay homage to those who's been before you. You know what I mean? And all that good stuff. You know what I mean? You put out a little homage mixtape called Respect You. Yes. That's volume 1. Yes. Right? So, somewhere down the line, we're going to see a volume 2.
Yes. Somewhere down the line.
Oh, yes. That explains everything.
Yes.
So, okay.
I couldn't fit everything in the one. I took a hiatus in 2015. Yeah. So, when I resumed... my birthright, what I was born to do, that I tried to run from and could not, because I was not allowed.
Right.
To put my pen down. I took a break. I reevaluated some things, and I changed my approach to writing and to music. Just to say what I wanted to say in a more succinct way. I really worked on giving the same content and energy, but in a more succinct way. Because I could be a very, loquacious, just, you know, I'm just over the heads and da-da-da-da. And I feel like a lot of times people miss what's being said because of how it's being said. Simplicity is a jewel. You don't have to dumb down what you're doing, but you can say something in a more direct way sometimes. And I feel like I'm a lot more direct on those respect dues. They were like practice drills for me.
Okay.
Exercises.
Yeah.
And I also wanted people to see, like I told you about them, me being put in this box. I rhymed over Broken Language. That's one of the hardest tracks in hip hop. I rhymed over The Healer, which was something that they would expect, but then I dropped some of the hardest lyrics on that track.
She's trying to put tears in my eyes right now.
So I wanted people to see the dexterity that I had as a writer and as an MC. And when I did those, I wrote. I just let everything flow out the pen. So whatever I heard in the beat, I let the beats talk to me. So that's why, you know, what I talked about on Dwick, it was like, wow, I didn't think that I would ever write about that, but that's what came out. That's how that beat spoke to me. And you know, that helped get me, you know, I was able to reinvent myself with that project. I have a whole new crop of fans, a whole new fan base based off of that.
Yeah, man, that's good, man. Yeah, man. I'm probably taking that, you know what I mean, when it come down to the festival out there, the Birmingham Hippodrome, you know what I mean, you're going to be bossing some of that. I'm all being well.
Yes.
I want to be there to witness it myself. Yes. You know what I mean? That's what's up, man. Star!
Yes.
With the capital 2 H's.
Yes.
Let's get your shout outs. Let's get your social media handles.
Okay.
And people, before she gives out her social media handles, do not run up her inbox. Her messenger, okay? I know, Star, I know. Right?
They go a little hard on me in the DMs and in the comments. I don't know. Me existing makes some people very uncomfortable. And
just put your like and put your comment if you like.
Or they don't know how to control themselves when they say what they say because they're just so overwhelmed with whatever, you know, with my energy. I don't know, my lips. I don't know what it is. The leggings. I get a lot of people in their feelings. You know, I have a lot of people in their feelings.
It's all about controlling it, man.
It's
all about the control. I'm sitting here, I'm doing okay.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Even I'm like, wow. You know what I mean? But come on, man. The social media handles anywhere.
Yeah. Okay, so I am staHHr, staHHr on everything. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. I have a t-shirt line. Scribe Tees also on Instagram. staHHrmusic.com is the website. My music is on all digital service providers, and I also have a Bandcamp page which has everything because like I couldn't put Respect Due on, you know, because of
standard,
right.
Yeah.
But it's there, and it's, you know, everything is there, and I'm out here. And as far as shout outs, I mean, whoever's listening, I don't even know how many of y'all are listening, but everybody who, you know who you are.
Okay.
And yeah, my thing is, I'm a shout out definitely. I gotta shout out the family, John Robinson, you know, Crazy DJ Bizarro, Ty, Heroin, Indigo Phoenix and Doug Boogie. I gotta shout them out. Shabam Sadiq, Elder Sensei, Prance Low. If y'all know, remember Ziggy, Prance Low. He's a phenomenal brother and one of my good friends.
Yeah.
And just everybody, man. Anybody who loves and lives and supports authentic hip hop. I mean, there's a whole bunch of other people that I could rattle off, but I don't have, I don't want to make, you know, if I love you, you know I love you. If I fuck with you, you know I fuck with you. And if I don't, you know I don't. But I still love you because, you know, I don't have time to be jamming up my progression with hating anybody. I got love for everybody, even people who don't have love for me, but I only fuck with a select few, and they know who they are, and they don't need a shout out.
Ah, there you go.
But if you're listening, happy birthday, May 13th.
May 13th? That's my mom's birthday.
Okay, well, I'm not talking about your mother, but happy birthday to your mom. They know who they are.
All right. Fantastic. fantastic, man. You know what I mean? You can pick up her albums all up on the Bandcamp and all them places there.
Yeah,
Almost
Music,
never was.
all of them, yeah.
The Mother Nature joint, the Respect.
That Was You, which is like a compilation joint that I dropped before Mother Nature with a Molotov.
Ah, yes,
Yeah.
and that as well. Yes,
Yeah.
yes. I mean, massive respect due, Star.
Thank
You know what I mean? Massive respect due. And you know what? I want to do a little respect due part 2.
Okay.
Just a little preview or, you know, little teaser
Okay.
for what's to come in the future, man. You know what I mean?
Okay.
You know where I'm going with this, man. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Spit those bars to make the head shake kind of thing.
Oh,
you know what I
my.
mean? Over some classic beats. But just before we do that, one more tune of your choosing from your catalogue that we're going to play. We already heard the weak shit already. So our next
I'm
one.
gonna give y'all something from Mother Nature with a Molotov. Which one do I want to hit y'all with? It's a lot of joints on there that I really, really like a lot. Should I give y'all
Yes,
something
I
rough
can
or-
believe
Could I
that.
give y'all something rough or something smooth? What we gonna give y'all off of that? I'm gonna say Firestarter.
Firestarter.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, man. We're going to check the sounds of Star, thing called the Firestarter. Come back, man, because we're going to do a little bit of a respect due part 2. Or should we make it 1.5?
Yeah, let's do it.
1.5, because it's not official out here.
Right.
You know what I mean? All right, that's what we're going to do. Come back.
Yeah. Mother Nature with a Molotov. Yeah. Lex Boogie from the Bronx. New Clothes Productions. Yeah. On my throne like macabre, precise how I land mine. Quicksand rhymes, overstand I'm not with the Wago, spit fuego like Waco. Tangle with this shit, need Mako. Dream chasing, sipping tonic out of mason jars. Better know I came to raise the bar. Star, sweet cinnamon, thrilling them gentlemen. More than feminine wows, I got plentiful styles. Rhyme flow heavy even on my light days. Host these sun rays, cleansing like sauna. Ha, get the guava if they not on they square. Get the picture, it's clear. Like skies with no chemtrails. That whack shit is dead, like roadkill entrails. Hyenas get crushed, something like a head rush. So what you crying for? Never saw your higher self before? Oh yes, it's that you're in the flesh and we never half step. That's bet. Get set off, quick let off, cause I'm holding heat like lava. Mosing, golden irreliant, rolling with seraphim. Fire sparkers, fire starters. Get set off, quick let off, cause I'm holding heat like lava. Mosing, golden irreliant, rolling with seraphim. Fire sparkers, fire starters. Clever with around the way girl disposition. F you, pay me, freedom costs listen. Keep the beef and steaks, I'd rather have a vegan plate. Indeed, I shall proceed to take control and set the record straight. More than a conscious rapper, no box, you can't trap her. Myths shatter, move like the dolphin, clan orphan. Man is caught up in the ego mind. Exchange foreign currency, I leave it all behind. Seen it like a signer, great things to come. And if two won't do, then I drop it on the one. Time for your mind frame, sharpshooter aim. Bridging the gap between left and right brain. Sane and unsane, ha, the blue flame. I'ma live forever, but this is nothing like fame. Get set off, quick let off, cause I'm holding heat like lava. Mosing, golden irreliant, rolling with seraphim. Fire sparkers, fire starters. Get set off, quick let off, cause I'm holding heat like lava. Mosing, golden irreliant, rolling with seraphim. Fire sparkers, fire starters. Red giant defiant, hands off a solder. Respect every soldier that was slaughtered or martyred. Held in the pen, auction and bartered. I can hear them screaming in the track. Lex, play it back. If you're seeking to know, get in sync with the flow. Not preaching, teaching, reaching you slow. Letting it sink in the blend like pronto. Once the spark fires, downloading this pronto. Get set off, quick let off, cause I'm holding heat like lava. Mosing, golden irreliant, rolling with seraphim. Fire sparkers, fire starters. Get set off, quick let off, cause I'm holding heat like lava. Mosing, golden irreliant, rolling with seraphim. Fire sparkers, fire starters.
every girl spin your road.
What up, y'all? This is Star, all the way from Atlanta. The RePPiN4U show. Here it goes, off the top of the dome. You don't want no beef in these streets. I'ma knock you out after I put in my gold teeth. Give the peace. I got a black Sharpie. I write with your receipts. Including letters. Nobody does it better. They all sweater. Word to my dude, sweater. It's a hoodie. She's a young goodie like the mob. With the braids jacket, I'm on my job. It's Mo. You know what it's here for. Ever since I walked through the door, I had hope. Hand sanitizer, cause I wanna give pounds. But everybody wanna shake my hand in the town. I don't know where they been. They could've been beaten off. I don't wanna touch nobody's hand with pee on it. Oh,
No, sir.
Get these pounds. Word to the GDP. I get down. I'm brown. Ammonium AD when you had ate something that didn't agree with your stomach and you had to blow it up. But you got this to make it stop. Yo, I'm never gonna slow it up. And you just get the cable because I am able to charge my phone with an adapter. I raptor. I come through and take off your head like helicopters or copters. Look in the mirror and see that copper skin shining. She's a diamond in the rough with them black lips. The color's blood moon. Oh my God, I'm so tough. Is that enough? You want me to keep going? You want me to keep going? You know I'm showing with my camo hoodie on my head and the dreads. They used to call me Shorty Red, but that shit is dead. I can't stand it. I don't like it. I landed on Thursday, yeah, from this planet. Nah, I'm really the Neptunian, the Jupitarian, a Pisces, not an Aquarian, vegetarian. Sometimes I'm Pesca. I drive this soul fly out like a Tesla. Drink my water, slaughter, the dust daughter. I said that before, I order. Knock you out like Ralph Crampton. I'm jamming, slamming. Play this like the game of backgammon. I eat salmon, I'm not a vegan, but I respect vegans, cause I used to be one. Sometimes I am, I don't know, the Coliseum. Bull ring, do this thing in Birmingham. All the way to Wolverhampton. Done, I'm conquering continents and countries that you never been to. You don't want me to get evil. I lift up the shirt like Knievel. I got another. It's layers of hip hop. Word to organize, confusing. I'm abusing the microphone. Contusions, that's bruises that I'm leaving. And I got these braces on my sleeve. I'm leaving. Monday morning, no yawning, dawning, cracking dawning. How I come through sounding like Biggie Smalls. Tell them they can lick the balls like Slick Rick, but I don't have a dick. I'm all woman. From birth, you can check the certificate. Yeah, that's right. I gotta come back and bring it back to the light. The darkness who came from my scars.
Oh my God! What's happening? Something's happening. Yo, yo, yo.